The sun is leaning heavy on the ridge, tracing shadows across the old stone bridge. And I'm just sitting here watching the gold turn gray, trying to find the words I couldn't find all day. The tea is getting cold inside the cup. I'm scared to look across, scared to look up, 'cause I know the dusk is pulling at the hem of your coat, and every stay with me is stuck inside my throat. And we're just dancing in the dying light, trying to hold the day against the night. It's a fragile thing, this glow. We're under a quiet hum before the distant thunder. But if the world goes dark and the fire burns low, I'll be the embers in the afterglow. Just you and me before the stars ignite, waiting in the beauty of the dying light. There's a comfort in the way the floorboards creak, in the natural rhythm of the way you speak. We don't need the neon or the crowded room, just the scent of cedar and the evening bloom. Your hand in mine is the only map I need, a simple truth in a world of frantic speed. The clock on the wall is slowing its pace just to catch the silver light upon your face. And we're just dancing in the dying light, trying to hold the day against the night. It's a fragile thing, this glow. We're under a quiet hum before the distant thunder. But if the world goes dark and the fire burns low, I'll be the embers in the afterglow. Just you and me before the stars ignite, waiting in the beauty of the dying light. Let the colors fade to indigo and blue. Everything is changing except for me and you. It's not an ending, it's just a place to rest, with your head sinking heavy on my chest. Let the shadows grow, let the vision blur. We're exactly where we're meant to be, I'm sure. In the dying light, yeah, we're doing alright. Natural and true, just me and you. There's a pencil mark against the kitchen frame, right beside the faded letters of my name. I remember when I reached to touch the top. Now I'm wishing that the clock would just stop. The garden's overgrown, the swing is staying still, while I'm looking for the courage and the will to pack the boxes and to leave the keys behind, and quiet all the what ifs in my mind. But it's just growing pains, aching in the bone, learning how to walk this long road on my own. It's the sound of shifting gears and heavy hearts breaking down to find the better parts. It's a little cold when you first step out the door, leaving pieces of who you were upon the floor. But the garden only blooms see anymore, with eyes that didn't know how heavy life could get, before the lessons and the long nights of regret. Now the coffee's black and the mornings come too fast, trying to make the morning silence really last. But there's a beauty in the way the seasons change, even if the view feels temporary and strange. Yeah, it's just growing pains, aching in the bone, learning how to walk this long road on my own. It's the sound of shifting gears and heavy hearts breaking down to find the better parts. It's a little cold when you first step out the door, leaving pieces of who you were upon the floor. But the garden only blooms because of rain, and we only find the light through growing pains. It's not a wall, it's just a doorway we go through. It's the old skin fading to make room for the new. Don't be afraid of the ache or the sting, it's just the weight of finding your wings. It's just the weight of everything. Growing pains, we're gonna be okay, just a little further down the way. The jar is sitting open on the wooden bathed in the light that the morning can afford. Wildflower gold, thick and slow and deep, a promise of a secret that we meant to keep. I dip the silver spoon and I watch it trace a shimmering line in this quiet space. But there's a sharp edge hiding in the sweet, like the cold floorboards beneath my bare feet. We built this house on the softest ground, but the silence now is the loudest sound. And it's bitter honey, sweet on the tongue, like the ghost of the song that we once had sung. It's golden and heavy, a beautiful sting, the weight of the world and a wedding ring. We're holding on tight to the parts that we miss, caught in the middle of a jagged kiss. So it's a long way down from the shelf where we hung, tasting the bitter honey, sweet on the tongue. You're humming a tune in the room down the hall, while the dust motes dance against the peeling wall. I wanna reach out, I wanna bridge the gap, but the maps we drew have all begun to snap. Remember the days when the sugar was enough, before the winters made the edges so rough. Now we're stirring the tea and we're avoiding the eyes, looking for truth in the nectar and lies. But I still see the glow in the way that you move, searching for the rhythm, searching for the groove. And it's bitter honey, sweet on the tongue, like the ghost of a song that we once had sung. It's golden and heavy, a beautiful sting, the weight of the world and a wedding ring. We're holding on tight to the parts that we miss, caught in the middle of a jagged kiss. So it's a long way down from the shelf where we hung, tasting the bitter honey, sweet on the tongue. the kitchen floor. There's still a little sweetness worth fighting for. Let it crystallize, let it turn to stone. As long as I'm not standing in this kitchen alone. No, I don't wanna be alone. Bitter honey still tastes like home. Just a little sting, but it's everything. I'm tracing lines upon my skin tonight, in the flickering glow of the hallway light. Each one's a story, a map of where I've been, of the battles lost and the ones I didn't win. The air is cool, the house is finally still. I'm steady on this weathered windowsill, watching the rain wash the dust from the glass, waiting for the heavy clouds to finally pass. It's a quiet kind of medicine, this taking of my time, to find the rhythm and to find the rhyme. Because these are just healing scars, shining like stars, proof that I've traveled and I've come this far. They aren't the breaking, they're the mending of the soul, the beautiful pieces that make the person whole. It's a slow, steady garden growing through the stone, learning how to breathe when I'm standing all alone. Yeah, the pain was the fire, but the light is who we are. There's a silver lining in these healing scars. I used to hide them under sleeves and long daylights, afraid of the questions in the stranger's eyes. But now I see the texture, the honest raw design of a life that's messy but completely, truly mine. We're like the kintsugi, the gold inside the crack, building up the courage, never looking back. The tea is steaming in the mornings, looking bright. I'm finally comfortable within my own light. The percussion kicks in soft, like a steady distant drum, a heartbeat reminding me of how far I've come. Because these are just healing scars, shining like stars, proof that I've traveled and I've come this far. They aren't the breaking, they're the mending of the soul, the beautiful pieces that make the person whole. It's a slow, steady garden growing through the stone, learning how to breathe when I'm standing all alone. Yeah, the pain was the fire, but the light is who we are. There's a silver lining in these healing scars. They're not a weakness, they're a heavy-duty shield, the harvest of a life from a long neglected field. Let the world see the marks, let the history show that the deeper the roots, the higher we can grow. We're not broken, we're just redesigned. Yeah, we're just redesigned. Healing scars, like a map of home. I'm not afraid of the dark anymore. The light is winning. is screaming just outside the door. A million voices begging us for more. But here the shadows lean against the wall, and we're just watching as the raindrops fall. You don't have to tell me where it hurts. We move beyond the reach of simple words. I see the tension in your folded hands, a language that only a lover understands. So let the static fade into the dark. We'll find the light within a single spark. And it's a brave silence we're keeping tonight, holding the peace in the pale yellow light. It's not an absence, it's a heavy holy thing, the kind of comfort only quiet can bring. We don't need the noise to prove that we're here, just the breath in our lungs and the heart in our ear. Let the world keep spinning, let the sirens go. There's a power in the things that we already know. In this brave silence, we're finally home. I used to think that love was made of gold, of grand declarations and stories to be told. But now I find it in the kitchen steam, in the quiet spaces of a shared out dream. It's the way you lean your head upon my chest, giving all the maybes a place to rest. We're building bridges without a single sound, planting our feet on the solid, silent ground. The tea is cooling in the ceramic blue, and all I really need is the quiet of you. And it's a brave silence we're keeping tonight, holding the peace in the pale yellow light. It's not an absence, it's a heavy holy thing, the kind of comfort only quiet can bring. We don't need the noise to prove that we're here, just the breath in our lungs and the heart in our ear. Let the world keep spinning, let the sirens go. There's a power in the things that we already know. In this brave silence, we're finally home. Silence isn't empty, no, it's full of grace. It's the map of the lines upon your face. It's the courage to stay when the words run dry. The I'm right here without wondering why. Let them talk, let them shout, let them try to break through, but they can't touch the quiet between me and you. No, they can't touch this brave silence. Just you and me, exactly where we're meant to be, honest and hopeful. It's a heavy holy thing, the kind of comfort only quiet can bring. We don't need the noise to prove that we're here, just the breath in our lungs and the heart in our ear. Let the world keep spinning, let the sirens go. There's a power in the things that we already know. In this brave silence, we're finally home. There goes humming a low and lonely tune, while the sun begins to wash away the moon. I see the dust motes dancing in the beam, waking up from a heavy, restless dream. Last night the words were sharp and the air was cold. Stories of our failures were being retold, but now the shadows are retreating to the hall. And I'm watching the light climb up the kitchen wall. The coffee steaming in the cracked ceramic blue, and I'm finding the courage to look again at you. And it's that morning mercy falling soft and gold, a brand new story that's waiting to be told. It's the breath in the lungs, the weight off the chest, giving all the sorries a place to finally rest. We don't have to carry the ghost of yesterday. Let the sunrise wash the bitterness away. It's a quiet kind of healing, a beautiful grace, finding the mercy in the lines upon your face. Yeah, it's morning mercy, and we're gonna be okay. The birds are starting their choir in the pines as the day begins to draw its honest lines. You're sitting there with the light caught in your hair, and suddenly the world doesn't feel so hard to bear. We're just two people trying to find the right way home, through the tangled woods where the wild things roam. But the dew on the grass is a promise of the new, a silver-lined path for me and for you. It's organic and raw, it's the truth of the skin. It's where the ending stops and the better parts begin. And it's that morning mercy falling soft and gold, a brand new story that's waiting to be told. It's the breath in the lungs, the weight off the chest, giving all the sorries a place to finally rest. We don't have to carry the ghost of yesterday. Let the sunrise wash the bitterness away. It's a quiet kind of healing, a beautiful grace, finding the mercy in the lines upon your face. Yeah, it's morning mercy, and we're gonna be okay. Yeah. Night was long, the shadows were deep, but the promises we made are the ones we're gonna keep. It's not about the breaking, it's about the mend, the way the light finds the cracks in the end. Because the light has the final say. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, natural and honest, humming, just you and me in the light. Old pine boards and a box of matches, counting the years in the dust and the scratches. We've been sitting in the cold for a little too long, trying to remember the words to the song. But there's a flicker now in the base of the grate, a tiny rebellion against the weight of the things we said and the things we didn't, the secrets that we kept so safely hidden. Watch the first thin line of gray start to curl, the smallest ghost in a heavy world. And it's just rising smoke, light and free, becoming the things we were meant to be. The fire took the wood, but it gave us the air, a quiet answer to a desperate prayer. We're leaving the embers, we're leaving the floor. We don't have to be who we were anymore. Higher and higher, where the wind wants to go, in the beautiful trail of the rising smoke. I see your face in the shifting haze, a soft focused version of the older days. The sharp edges soften, the bitterness fades into the texture of the light and the shades. It's an organic shift, it's a natural change. Nothing about this feels forced or strange, just the smell of the cedar and the open window, watching the grief turn to a soft indigo. We're breathing again, deep and slow, letting the heavy parts finally go. And it's just rising smoke, light and free, becoming the things we were meant to be. The fire took the wood, but it gave us the air, a quiet answer to a desperate prayer. We're leaving the embers, we're leaving the floor. We don't have to be who we were anymore. Higher and higher, where the wind wants to go, in the beautiful trail of the rising smoke. It's not a disappearance, it's a release, the sound of a heart finally finding its peace. The ash stays behind, but we find the sky with 1,000 reasons to never say why. Let it drift, let it wander, let it find the sun. The burning is over, the flight has begun. Yeah, the flight has finally begun. Rising smoke up through the trees, carried away on a summer breeze. Natural and honest, just me and you and the rising smoke. Rising I've been watching the dirt in the window box, under the weight of the winter and the heavy locks. A tiny green secret is starting to show, breaking the surface, taking it slow. I used to think that the light was a race, something to chase in a crowded space. But here in the quiet, in the breath of the room, I'm learning the rhythm of a different kind of bloom. The floorboards are cold, but the coffee is hot, finding the beauty in the things that I've got. And it's a soft bloom, slow and sweet, feeling the earth moving under my feet. It doesn't need a stage, it doesn't need a crowd. It's the quietest victory, honest and proud. Like the color returning to a winter-worn face, it's a beautiful mending, a natural grace. Everything's changing in the light of the room, in the steady, hopeful heart of a soft bloom. You're sitting there with your book on your lap, bridging the distance garden we grew, watered by the honest and the things that are true. I see the shift in the way that you smile, like you haven't felt this light in a very long while. It's not about the thunder or the sudden spark, it's about the way the dawn gently undoes the dark. Organic and intimate raw as the skin, this is where the better chapters begin. And it's a soft bloom, slow and sweet, feeling the earth moving under my feet. It doesn't need a stage, it doesn't need a crowd, it's the quietest victory, honest and proud. Like the color returning to a winter-worn face, it's a beautiful mending, a natural grace. Everything's changing in the light of the room, in the steady, hopeful heart of a soft bloom. The rain had to fall for the roots to take hold. The story needed shadows for the light to turn gold. We're not in a hurry, we're not on a clock, just a slow, steady pulse like a grandfather's talk. Let the world keep its noise, let the seasons just fly. Yeah, we're finally reaching for the sky. Growing in the light, everything's alright, natural in time.